This was supposed to be a simple job. Move a tiny house for a customer, get it to its new home, no problem. But the road had other plans. Will we get their dream home there in one piece? Or are we in for a disaster?
Hey everyone, Damon here with Trailer Made. Today, we're moving a tiny house for a longtime customer, one we've helped out a few times before. And if you've ever wondered what goes into safely transporting a tiny home, stick around. We'll walk you through the prep, the drive, and a little surprise we didn't quite plan for.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Damon from the Tiny House Experts, and today you're in for a treat. We are on our way to go move a tiny house, and we're going to take you along so you can learn some of the ins and outs of how to move one safely. Our friend Trey, who's native to Colorado, he lives here in the area. He's had a tiny house now for a number of years, and this isn't the first time that he's called on us to ask him to come help him relocate. He tried it out in the city for a while. Looks like that didn't go as planned, and now he's on his way back to the mountain countryside where we originally found this tiny house in a beautiful little spot. Stick around, we're gonna have some fun.
This is our friend Trey. We've moved his tiny house before, even though it's not on one of our trailer-made chassis, so it does make the relocation a little tricky. Now we're taking it to a new spot. Let's give it a quick walk around and make sure everything's ready for the road. We've already pre-tightened all the lugs. Those are torqued to 110 foot-pounds with a torque wrench. And we're at 75 PSI. So that's well within travel tolerance, minimum 65, max 80. Now, before hitting the road, I always run through a detailed pre-trip checklist. Let's do that together. Number 1, tire pressure. Nobody wants a blowout mid-trip. Number 2, check your lights and signals. Other drivers need to know when we're stopping or turning. Number 3, hitch and chains. And make sure everything's locked, crossed, and secure. Number 4 is weight distribution. Keep heavier items centered and avoid top-heavy loading. Number 5, lock and secure doors and windows. Strong winds can pull things open or even off. Number 6, utilities. Let's check and make sure propane and electricity have all been safely disconnected. Interior prep is the last thing. Anything that could shift needs strapping down or secured a different way. A few extra minutes here and there can save you a lot of trouble on the road, so make sure you spend it. If we have our tires inflated to the correct pressure, it keeps them running cooler and keeps them from getting overheated, getting damaged, or swaying from side to side if it's windy and wind's hitting the side of the tiny house. These don't move through the wind super well, kind of like a big wind sail. So if we're getting a lot of yaw from the wind on the sides, a lot of times it could be because the tires are weak. That'll heat up the sidewalls, cause them to break down, and eventually delaminate and have a blowout because we're only going probably 30 miles. We're just gonna take it easy, take back roads, and get her to her new destination safe and sound. She's ready for a road trip. Seven-round plug. This is an RV style plug. Most trucks, especially ones equipped with a tow package, they'll have a 4-way flat. This is for stuff without brakes. So this is like utility trailers, single axle stuff, maybe a small boat trailer, ATV trailers, a 4-way flat. And here you have a 7-way round socket. You have 6 conductors around the outside and a common in the middle. And that's the male part of the female here. You put them in and there's a little tab right here on the plug. Push that in really, really snug. And then this lid, this cover, actually, see, it comes out fairly easy. And that happens as these age, they get hot and they shrink. You know, winter kind of makes them smaller. So these heat up and expand and shrink down and cool, and eventually they just get kind of dried out and shrink down a little bit. But this has a little tab in there. Make sure that's down over the back of the plug to hold it in there. This is our ball latch. Make sure that that's shut. I've got a pin to go through that. Pin goes through and locks onto your ball. Then you're gonna take, this is a trick I learned from an old timer. You're gonna take your wiring harness to the vehicle and your emergency pull away brake cable, and you're gonna route those through that guy and keep him up and out of the way. And we're gonna go get a carabiner and lock this guy on so that it's safe. And last but not least is our safety retainer chains. If these come off, these are gonna keep the trailer attached to the vehicle and keep it from careening across the highway and killing a family in a minivan or something. So one of the things, and this is dependent, it's a good idea, just best practice, is to actually cross them underneath the tongue of the trailer. So the right one will actually reach under and hook onto the left side. And then we're gonna repeat that over here. We're gonna take the left chain and we're gonna put it into the right outlet here on the truck. And that way, this can cradle it if it comes off the truck. I've actually had this happen. You can see a couple of spots here on the back bumper where I've had a trailer come off where I didn't have the right size ball. I had a 2-inch ball and a 2 5/16 tiny house trailer. Thank God, no house, just a trailer. But I made the mistake of pulling away without checking my load and making sure that I had the right equipment, and I didn't. So even seasoned veterans of us moving stuff around can make just a simple mistake that can be devastating down the road. So we found ourselves on Interstate 70 in the middle of the night going up a mountain with no shoulder in a construction zone after this thing hit a pothole and literally jumped off the ball and was dragging around behind us on the concrete and hit my truck a few times. I'll leave that there as kind of a reminder to double check all of this stuff before we depart. So just good advice, keeps you alive. Okay guys, there's Trey with his nervous face because his house is behind my truck and we're pulling away. So as I'm pulling out, we ought to be able to see it when I turn. So about that fence, I've moved hundreds of tiny homes without a scratch, but this time I just misjudged my angle. I felt awful. Fortunately, it was a minor scrape and we addressed it right away. Even experienced movers can slip up. The important thing is how we handle it. We apologized, got a plan to fix the damage, and rechecked everything before heading off. It's a reminder that accidents do happen and staying focused is key. All right, that's it. We're moving. Let me stick this out the window here and show you what we're moving. Back on track. Here are some tips once you're actually moving. Number 1, try to keep your speed around 55 to 60 miles an hour. Tiny houses are tall and wind's no joke. Number 2, leave extra space to brake because you are hauling more weight. Number 3, use your mirrors and stay aware of your trailer's position, especially on turns. Number 4, watch for weather changes. High winds, rain, or snow can affect stability. Number 5, make regular stops to double check the hitch, tires, and anything else that could shift. After clipping that fence, I'm way more cautious than ever on corners and narrow exits, so make sure you take advantage of this advice too. Now we've arrived at the new location. No more mishaps, hopefully. Here's the final rundown. Check the exterior for any signs of travel wear or damage. Level the house. Nobody wants tilted floors. Reconnect utilities safely. Peek inside to make sure everything's still where you left it and nothing's shifted. And if we did all of our prep right, everything should still be in good shape. That wraps up another tiny house move with the experts. We definitely had an unexpected moment with that fence, but we handled it and we kept going. And if you found this behind the scenes helpful, please give us a like and consider subscribing for more tips and real-life moving adventures. I'm Damon from TrailerMade. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.